Hello, how are we all? I've not done a video for a while. I took myself off social media, just to have a bit of a break. I started to notice that my mental health wasn't doing too good, and I was starting to get very anxious and stressed about everything because every day there was something new happening around England or the world, and my brain just couldn't keep up with it all. And as much as I'd like to follow the trend like everyone else on YouTube, um, and do the video a week, I mean they do it every day. They do multiple videos every day actually. I just can't. I just it wasn't healthy for me. From someone that's never recorded themselves to trying to get one a week done, um, it's not good. And I never really like I think the reason I started going onto YouTube doing the videos on YouTube was so I wasn't ranting to my partner all the time. Um, she's sick of hearing it. She knows there's problems, but like she's always said, what can we do about it? And I always wanted to do something about it. And let's be honest, I think the weight of it all happening um, made it hard because I'm I'm just a small fish in the ocean, if you like. What difference am I going to make? Um, so yeah, I took a step back. I'll still go to events. I still think that the people of England need to get out more and try and support this country, trying to get its nationality back. Um, I think we've lost our way. I think that the movement of a lot of things that have happened in the last 5 years, especially the last 5 years. Things have been happening for years, but the last 5 years it's been like it's been turbocharged. And I know it's starting to slow down, but I'm just thought I'll get off social media so it's not eating away at me, and start focusing in on things that are around me, like the house, my family, spending more time with mum, and my dad as well. Things that I would not go and do because I was too glued to YouTube, let's say, or the news, trying to keep up with things. It was like an addiction. I needed to feed myself with negativity because I was in that cycle, that vicious cycle that we all get ourselves into. And what I've noticed going back on the other day is it's just the same titles as it was a month or two ago when I was last looking at everything. And it made me realise that a lot of these people, I mean, I get it, they say that they're independent media trying to help us understand what's going on, but there's a lot of scaremongering on it, and they all don't like the media, but yet they're doing exactly what the media are doing. They're just getting paid themselves for it. So they've got to sell the idea of don't watch the news, watch us. And I don't trust the news, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you can trust the news, because you can't. It's weird actually, BBC seems to be changing around. I think they're getting found out, so they're starting to lose views, so they're trying to do a different approach. Um, but it was always they always had people doing the journalism for them, whereas they would get the views, the money, the popularity, and it was getting quite big. Some of the people that I've seen blow up, I felt like I understood their views, and then looking at them now from their old videos when I first watched them, they're very arrogant and up their own arse, which is sad, and I don't want that to happen to me. I don't think it would, because I'm not here for the views and the likes. I just want to get my thoughts out there so that I can have people give me feedback. There's a lot of people that correct me on a lot of stuff, and I'm learning from it. I don't want to stop learning, so I need to keep doing the videos. I just definitely don't want to do them every week. It's hard trying to keep up with the news when it's changing all the time. It's really not good for your mental health. I actually would suggest everyone has a break for a month, because it's like having a holiday. You know, when we all think we need a holiday to go abroad on a plane and just have 2 weeks off. I think that it's more damaging to us having social media and the news blowing up in our face every day. I think that is more unhealthy than actually having a job. It makes it worse because you have a job and the frustration is you want to see what's going on, and then you get told off being on your phone, let's say. I was good at never going on my phone while I was working, but everyone does it, and it's to see on Facebook, to swipe, and I think it's really unhealthy. It really is unhealthy. And not being on it and seeing around me how glued people are to the phones, I definitely suggest people need a break from it. It's very hard, especially if you think you're not addicted. Try and not go on your phone tomorrow. Don't check up on anything, because if anyone needs you, they'll ring you. That's what I've found. If anyone really needs you, they will give you a call. So don't go on social media, don't watch any YouTube. Try your hardest not to do it tomorrow, but I can tell you, if you feel like you've done it, or you notice you're doing it, or you do it and you're like, oh, I'm on it, don't start thinking, wow, it's just one video, I'm not addicted. You're addicted. You are actually, you are full on addicted, because you're in that really bad habit, that bad cycle. You're feeding off that negativity. It's easy to have negative conversation because no one cares about positivity anymore for some reason. I can try and be positive with people and they can flip it to negativity, and it's pretty sad because I'm as bad. I can do it. I'm trying my hardest to be as positive as I can at the moment, and it is not easy. So yeah, just try and have a break from it. I mean, you know, I want people to see my videos, but I want people to learn from my videos. I'm not trying to give you the news that everyone else is going to give you. You know, I could watch 6 different content creators, one in a day, and they would just tell me the same thing from different perspectives. It just seemed like a waste of time. It was like 2 hours a day, or even if I was working, it was more, because I'd have my headphones on listening to podcasts. And I'd learn some, but I'd agree with everything. So what's the point of me hearing what I already know? But it just made me more worked up, because I was like, oh, we're all screwed basically. But I just thought, you know what, there's nothing I can do about it. It's all gonna happen. I just need to get myself in the best position. And so I'm working hard. I'm focusing on what I can do, which is in my sort of hands, which is work harder because of the business, and fix the house up because it needs doing. I can't sit 2 hours a day and waste that time worrying about if we're going to be going to war, if there's going to be conscription, is there going to be civil unrest in England, my daughter could get kidnapped one day. You know, it's not healthy, because I can't do anything about it. With my daughter I can make her aware of all these situations, I can keep an eye on her and keep her safe, but I can't keep worrying about these gangs of men that are out there taking her. And I'm not just focusing it on one ethnic group of people or religious group of people. I'm focusing on, there are people that want children in all colours and religions in England and around the world. You know, I know that there is a big group out there specifically that is doing the bad and have been for years, and I hope it gets sorted. But I have to focus that in my area. I need to do what I can do with my daughter to make her more aware, to make it harder for them, and I need to make her aware so that she can help her friends if that ever happens. And I think that parents, rather than sitting in front of screens worrying about it, letting the kids do what they want online, not monitoring them, they should be spending more time with the children, explaining it and being more open. Instead of bubble wrapping them, they're going to go off and do it one day. They're going to go out. That's what kids do when they grow up. You've got to prepare them, and I think that parents don't prepare. We as people, we don't prepare. We just worry, and then we expect someone else to do it. You know, those strikes that I went to in Liverpool, they were all over the Great National Strike. There were people saying that they didn't want to go because it was embarrassing and they knew it would be a bad turnout. It probably would be a bad turnout, but you've still got to go and get your face out there, because you've got to know that even though there's these people around, we have to keep doing these things, because sitting at home is not going to fix the problem. Sitting on and being ill and worrying is not going to fix the problem. We've got to do something about it. I've said it in loads of my videos. Push-ups, run, walk, take the dog out, get out there, do more exercise, fitter, change your diet, go to the gym, do something out of your comfort zone, eat healthier, monitor your money so you're not in debt. These are all things that we can do that will make a difference, because it'll free you up from a job if you lose it. You're not relying on governments, on benefits. You'll feel more like you're worth something, not lesser. You're not worthless, and that's good for your mental health. You need to craft and do things, help your family. There's a lot that you can do that's going to do more than sitting there watching these content creators on YouTube basically rot your brain and make you worried whilst they're getting paid and having a nice lifestyle, because they are. They don't want you to know that, but they are. They are. There's some that are great, and there's some that have just gone too far and they just take the mick. I don't watch them anymore. I can't. It's not good. Until someone comes knocking at my door, I'm just going to keep myself and my family safe, because I know that I can. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just having a cup of tea. Well, yeah, I thought I'd just do a quick video just to give you a bit of an update on where I've been, what I've been doing. Yeah, getting the back of the house. I mean, we've discussed it, and we are looking at selling the house. Don't know where we're going to go, but we are definitely going to look for something bigger. I'm sad because I'm in the countryside where I'm at. This is where I want to stay, but we want to grow our family, so we actually want to try for another kid in the next couple of months, because I mean our daughter's 10 now. And we're not young anymore. I mean, next time if we have a boy or a girl, it's 10, we'll be 46, I'll be, or even 47, which is quite scary thinking about it like that. But I've always wanted a big family, and Roisin has always wanted a brother or sister. She really wants a brother now, and my partner, she really wants to have another child as well, which is good. Financially, we'll struggle, but I can't worry about finances anymore, because there's so much that we can do for that child that doesn't cost money. I think we're in a world now where we think that everything's expensive, where it's not. My daughter, when we had her, we were broke. We had her potty trained at 18 months. She didn't need a dummy. She was out of nappies. She was out of nappies after 2, and she never wet them in the sleep. She just asked one day. I think she had one accident in a nappy, and I think this is just after she was 2. She asked if she could just sleep in without a nappy, and she's never had an accident since, ever. She never had a nappy. She's only 2, and it's sad that we've got kids that are going to primary schools that still aren't potty trained, that still wear nappies and still rely on dummies and bottle feeding at night. That's not the child's fault. Never ever laugh at the child. It's never the child's fault, it's the parents' fault, because it's just pure laziness. And they say that they've got no money, but they have takeaways all the time, and they've got enough money to carry on paying nappies and milk and bottle feeding and dummies. If you're really struggling, you don't need to rely on these things. And people might think, oh, you weaned her too early. She never asked for a dummy. You know, she never wanted the dummy. She settled herself. We had her sleeping in the dark. We never had a light on, so she never had a fear of the dark. She slept better in the dark. She slept right through. We could still monitor her. You know, you could think that the way I've done it is wrong, but she's as close to me and her mum that any other child is. She loves us as much as any other child does. And we saved hundreds of pounds when we didn't have hundreds of pounds. So I know that we can bring another child into this world and not have to worry financially. We'll have enough to get by. So yeah, I've really changed the way that I think. And you know, we always wake up some days having struggles. I still do it now. Still have bad days. Still have good days. You know, I have more good days than bad days, because obviously going on YouTube all the time was it was eating away at me. Seeing all the bad things that were happening around the UK and feeling helpless because there's not much I can do. At these events that go on in London, it's not just a trip to London. I've got a little girl. I don't want to bring my little girl to London and have her walking around. It's not for her. So then you have to find childcare, and that's not easy when my mum's not well. My stepdad works weekends, so they can't watch her, and my dad's he's got livestock, so as much as he does help us out have her, I can't rely on him to have her all day when I'm going to London. It's not fair on him. So I can't do the big events in London, but if there's anything local, I'll always try and make the effort from now. I've only done one, and it was great. There were some really nice people. I learned a lot that day, and I plan on doing it again. I like to have conversations with like-minded people, but I also like to have conversations with people that aren't like-minded. I don't like it when they get the back up, when I don't like to get people in a corner. I don't like to get people to admit they're wrong, but I always feel that when we're getting into a conversation and they're not making sense and they're not understanding what they're saying themselves, they start to get the back up, and I don't think that that's good. I think that people need to open up and accept that sometimes you can be wrong with things. And a lot of the people that are running around at the moment with signs and slogans and stuff have never been told no, have never been told that you're wrong. As soon as they feel they're wrong, they just get louder and block out what you're trying to explain. So that's something that we all need to get out there and try and prevent people from doing that, because it's not good, it's not healthy, it's not good for the country, it's not good for the communities, it's not good for people that are like them, that just want to be left alone, you know. So yeah, I don't know where I was going with that at the end, but just have a break off social media. Drink less, don't gamble. There's a lot I can go into, but it's all bad, and when you have a step back you see how bad it is. You appreciate the things that you do have and what you have got. I mean, we're losing little bits every day of freedom, we all know that, but we've got to try and keep a hold of what we can control. We have to do more about what we can control, and for me that's my family's happiness, being happy around them, because obviously negativity breeds negativity, positivity breeds positivity, and I'm happier, they're happier, I'm happier, and it bounces, and it's great. Same with my mum. She's doing great, considering November she was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. She's like doing so good, she's so happy, and she's got plans for years, and you know, it's great to see that she's fighting it, she's not giving up, she goes out walking when she can, and that makes me so proud as a son to see my mum like that, because I can't imagine what she's going through, and spending more time with her has meant a lot. and my dad as well. I just haven't seen them much over the years, and I haven't realised how much they've done for me. And only having these couple of months break, making the effort to go and have a brew with them all and breakfast, it's shown me how awesome my parents are. Really, they're really awesome. I'm so proud of them. I'm a lucky son. I know they had their ups and downs and it never worked out for them too, but when I see them and they smile and they're proud of me, and they don't need to tell me anymore. I know it's hard for my dad. He's a farmer. He doesn't need to tell me. He's proud of me. I know he is. Especially when he sees Roisin and me and Roisin playing. So just these little things that I'm noticing when I've not got these stupid distractions around me, it's making me even happier, and I love it. I really, really do. I really do. It's such a better feeling than scrolling through social media, worrying about what you can't control. Spending more time with people that you can see, you can make a difference in their life. You can help them go through what they're going through. It's just so much more worth it. And I know everyone in England has people around them that need their attention, but because everyone's face is in their phones, they don't see it. They just think everything's alright because everyone says I'm fine, and on a message it's, oh, they're alright, just crack on. But when you actually see them in real life and they say they're fine and then they break down in tears, you don't see that on the other side of the message. You don't see how long it took them to tell you that they are fine because they don't want you to worry about them. But when you go and see them in person and you ask them, are you okay, and they say they're fine and then break down in tears, they can't hide it. So it's so important that we go out and see people more. It's surprising how much better you feel knowing that everyone around you's happier. And I think when you're happy and you go and see these people, you make them happier. It's so important that we do this. Really, really is. Stop watching the bad videos that don't tell you to go and make people happy. The ones that tell you to worry. The ones that tell you that these people that are running the country hate you. They hate old people. They love all the people coming into the country that are draining us all. They're bad. They're as bad as the people that are doing this, because they're draining your life, your time on this earth. You have a limited amount of time. What's the point in spending it worrying about what is happening when you can do something more important? If it comes knocking on your door, just make sure you're ready to deal with it. That's all you've got to do. If you sit there for 2 hours on your phone worrying about what you can do, but then you spend 2 hours working out, socialising and seeing your family and keeping them close, in your community helping them out, your team around you gets stronger and better and more aware of what's going on around than you just sit at home individually, all in your houses down the street, not knowing who you are, waiting for someone's daughter or something to happen. It's alright, you'll go on the street and that, but if it's a community, they might know someone that knows someone that knows someone. We just need to be more aware and more prepared, but by doing it in our smaller communities. Because if this country really, really did get pushed, into a corner, I think that the people that are creating all the problems in this country will be shocked at how unquiet and soft. We're not soft. It was a shock what happened a few years ago, and I think they were shocked at how easy people sort of fell into a trap. But I think if you push a Britishman so much, you'll see a different side to them. We are quite soft at the moment, but I think if it needed to, we would come together quite strong. I think we'd surprise the world. They're pushing us, and that's all we need to know. We don't need to know anymore. We know we're having the piss taken out of us. We just need to keep working together, keeping our community strong, making a difference in our area, and then eventually England will become a great place again. But the one thing I would highly recommend is get off the social media, get away from the negativity, start being more positive and spending more time with your family, and doing more that helps them where was I going with this? That helps them, that makes you feel happy, or then make them feel happy. Yeah, just do it. Just try it. If you can do a week, that'd be incredible, because in a week you start to realise how much time you actually was wasting. Because one day is great, but you're not going to get that much benefit from it. If you can do a week, you can do a month. If you do a month, you'll realise that it's not healthy, and you'll feel better. You know, we're in summer now. We need to make the most of this weather. It's July. It's going to start changing again at middle of September. Going into October, we're going to start getting the winter back. So we need to go make the most of what we've got now, and not worry about what could happen. We make a difference in our area. What we can make happen that's for the better. Yeah. Anyway, take care. Look, I'm going to finish this brew. It's probably gone cold now, but hopefully I'll do another video again soon. I don't want to not ever do videos. I do want to try and help as many people. So yeah, if you don't understand what I'm saying on this, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at explaining things. I just want to try and help people be happier. That's my main goal, I think, with this channel. I don't want to be another channel that gives you negativity and rants. I want to try and change that up. I will rant. I always rant. I've ranted in this one. I think everyone needs to sort of rant or vent out some thoughts, because it is healthy. I feel like I'm talking to you, and it's great. I get to talk to people. I get to get some feedback. Might be positive for me, it might be negative for me. I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm just trying to make the world a better place, but I can't do it like Elon Musk. I can only do it at home and down my street, and it is making a difference. People are happier around me, and for me that's more important than what's going on around the world, because when that comes knocking, I'll sort it out. Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for whatever comes knocking at the door, and I'm going to keep training every day to make sure that I am always ready for what comes knocking at the door. You know, discipline, mental strength, getting good habits, stuff like that. I've got to keep that up. It's hard because I nearly lose it, and trying to get back into them when you lose them is even harder. So yeah, do something tough. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on going, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Take care, everyone. I'll put this up. I've made a few videos, but they've been way too long, so I'm not gonna make a long one. I'm just gonna shut up now. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.